A hero doesn't last forever. No matter how powerful they may be. A hero will always need a successor. Even if they died before meeting them. Such as Avatar Korra, the successor of Aang from the Legend of Korra. And Delsin Rowe, a special conduit from a new generation, and the successor to Cole MacGrath. The Avatar isn't a person, it's a generation. A special title and power, that gets passed on whenever the previous Avatar dies. Korra is the latest Avatar, and a prime Avatar prodigy. At the ripe old age of 4, Avatar Korra trained intensely to master the art of bending. Bending comes in 4 different flavors: water, earth, fire, air. And only the Avatar can bend all 4 elements. This means she's very skilled, and a quick thinker as to utilize the 4 bending to their maximum. It definitely helps that she's learned many different martial arts over the years to help master these bendings, such as Tai Chi Chuan for water bending, Ba Guazhong for air bending, Hung Jie for earth bending, and finally her favorite of the bunch, Nordhan Shaolin Kung Fu as fire bending. As the Avatar, she is quite clearly very powerful, like her predecessors. Such as when she's able to casual kick, throw, pick up or punch people bigger or smaller than her a great distance, with ease, fought the Dark Avatar with some help from the Tree of Time. And can fight on equal terms with some of toughest, and most experienced opponents around. That is until she UPS it up to 11 and uses the Avatar state, which greatly boosts one's power, speed, and experience because of all of the past avatars. Of course that experience is now gone as Avatar Korra lost her bending, which in turn, killed the Avatar cycle for a short time. She got it back, don't worry. In this Avatar state, Korra was able to snap through platinum chains, which would take 70 tons of force to do. Can block a spirit cannon beam, which previously vaporized a medium-sized hole in a mountain, and then blow up most of a town. And if scaled to past avatars, she should be fast enough to see and catch lightning, and strong enough to dish out 2.4 gigatons of TNT. All in all, the world of Avatar is in good hands.
You're the only ones who are gonna need a hospital, and for your sake, I hope there's one nearby.
7 years before Second Son, a hero named Cole MacGrath saved the world from a terrifying threat, only known as the Beast. To save the world, however, he had to sacrifice himself and every conduit in the world, or so he thought. Turns out, his sacrifice actually awakened many different conduit powers in other people, but they were quickly hated, hunted, and chased away by people who were too scared and confused of their powers. This forced the government to make the DUP. This led to 4 different prime conduits escaping near a tribe house and awakening another conduit's power through touch. Meet Delsin Rowe, a conduit whose powers to copy and utilize other people's powers as his own. Such as smoke from Hank, neon from Abigail Walker, video from Eugene, and concrete from the DUP. General, Augustine. The downside to this power absorption is the fact that he can only use one power at a time, and has to drain a different source for that power, same with the fact that he has to drain from different sources just to have enough juice to use his abilities. This doesn't stop Delsin from being super creative with his massive arsenal of powers, such as his ultimates like Orbital Drop, where he dashes up into the air with smoke and drops down to Earth like a rocket, making a huge explosion. The next one is for Video, where he summons hundreds, to even thousands of demons and angels, only to send them down flying at his target. Finally, Neon has Delsin send a great shockwave which pushes and then makes his enemies float up into the air, only for Delsin to shoot as many beams of neon as he so pleases, vaporizing anyone in his path. With these powers, he can kick a person several feet away, he can push away a 2-ton car several feet, have a healing factor that can heal him from high falls, many bullet wounds, explosions, and the same concrete that can fuse with a person's bones so it slowly kills them. Being a conduit also awakens some sort of super speed, strength, and endurance, nothing too crazy, just enough to be able to fight for days on end with no rest, such as being able to beat and win against the condits he got his powers from, even though they all have 7 or so years of experience plus actual combat training with them. In the same fights, he's destroyed Augustine's concrete island tower with just 2 ultimates, which has been calculated to be 5.7 kilotons, or small town level. One of Delsin's abilities is to vaporize and turn a human into energy. This would need around 1.5 gigatons of TNT, and Delsin can do this many times, either from 2 to even 6 people with his ultimates, which is around 9 gigatons of TNT. Delsin has again fought toe-to-toe with Fetch and even beat her, which means he's pretty comparable to her. Fetch's finisher move is to drop kick someone with her full body weight while using her powers, which means she's going light speed as she literally turns into photons and light particles. This means she can exert around, 44,000 gigatons of TNT, and Delsin beat her, after just gaining the neon ability. As for speed, he's again light speed, but to prove this more we can just scale him to Cole McGrath, who has dodged lightning and even beams of radiation, which is light speed. Overall, the world may sleep peacefully or shiver in terror, as Delsin is here to kick back, relax, and turn you into energy.
Oh, this fast healing stuff is gonna come in real handy.
Now let's get ready for a mortal matchup. If you paid attention to the beginning, then you would already see why this was an easy win for Delsin, but I'll explain anyway. Delsin at the lowest can exert around 9 gigatons of TNT, while Korra can scale to people who can exert 2.4 gigatons of TNT speed-wise. They're both pretty similar, had it not been for the fact that Delsin can scale to Cole who dodged lightning and light, and Delsin can run at light speed using neon, or use video to travel through radio waves, which is also light. Now for the abilities. So while Korra does have more of a better arsenal, more experience, and just more abilities in general, most of them can be taken advantage of from Delsin. Fire can create smoke, and earth as well, concrete, two main power sources for Delsin. Water and air will be a problem but only for a short time. Delsin is very good at learning different abilities, either his own or someone else's, and his whole world deals with the fact that everyone has a different power. While Korra has never dealt with Delsin's powers before and has had trouble with people using different bending before, metal, blood, and even spirit. Now some may say, why didn't Korra just take Delsin's powers, or use spirit bending to destroy Delsin's soul? The simple answer is we don't know if she can do that. We've never even seen her tamper with souls besides stealing bending. Speaking of, Delsin isn't using bending. A Condit's power comes from a DNA mutation, while bending is spiritual, so they both can't take away each other's abilities. The winner is Delsin Rowe.
Have no fear, students. Because I am here.